Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some Legends of Runeterra Lab of Legends. If you look at the top here, we actually have some new champions. 3 new champions in the game, and then 2 new champions that they added to this game mode. So we will get to those in the future. Obviously, we haven't finished what's down here. So we're going to be moving on to Talia for today. I've never played Talia, nor do I really know what she does. But we'll figure it out, and we'll see if we can put together a run. Then we need to go back to Heimerdinger and Azir and hopefully pick up those as well. And then we can move on to the new guys up here. But let's continue with this. First, we need to figure out what Talia actually does. It does look like she has a lot of landmarks, huh? She has no one-cost units. She has a few one-cost landmarks. Create a random landmark with countdown in hand, or advance your landmarks one round. Do I get to choose? Or how do I know which one it does? So I guess we're probably looking to get ancient preparations. We could also be looking to start with a good landmark, because Talia is going to evolve with landmarks, but we'll get to that in a second. Advance an allied landmark 2 rounds. This guy seems pretty good. We've seen Rock Bear before because we've used the ability that lets you start with the Rock Bear. Rock Hopper, summon a Roiling Sands. When an enemy is summoned, destroy me and grant it vulnerable. Unravel, 2 more Roiling Sands plus draw. Desert Naturalist, play a landmark. Oh no, destroy a landmark. If it's allied, summon a Grumpy Rock Bear. Oh. What is this? Teen Spirit, destroy a landmark. If it's allied, summon a Grumpy Rock Bear. What is this Teen Spirit card and how do we get it? I don't understand that one. Oh well. Okay, what do you do? Summon an exact copy of an allied landmark. So that does mean that landmarks are probably going to be worth a lot. Maybe if we could start with a good landmark or start with one of our landmarks, then we can lower the cost of Talia and maybe summon her to copy a landmark really early. You've summoned 5 landmarks. So maybe starting with a landmark does seem to be very good. Summon an exact copy of an allied landmark. Attack, deal 2 to my blocker 3 times. If it's dead or gone, deal 2 to the enemy nexus instead. Interesting. And then Stone Weaving. Look at 3 random landmarks you can afford. Pick 1 to create in hand. Threaded Volley. Deal 2 to Talia's blocker. If it's dead or gone, deal 2 to the enemy nexus instead. Interesting. Alright. So, what are we trying to start with? We're trying to start with...
Every tapestry begins with a single
Does she
stitch.
say that every single time we reroll? Oh, come on.
Stop. Begins with a single stitch.
They even overlap each other. Has it always done that?
Begins with a single stitch.
When we're starting and we're rerolling, that the champion constantly says their line? Please stop. Just give me something useful.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
The problem is I wanted to pick one of these spell things, but landmarks don't count as spells. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Okay, here we go. Start with a random landmark. What could we start with? Ancient Preparations. Rock Bear. Is this a landmark? No. That's it. We could either start with Rock Bear or Ancient Preparations. I mean, I almost feel like the ability that lets you start with an Ancient Preparations that makes all landmarks double is better, though. Right? We'd rather find that. See if we can quick reroll it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, but it just creates it in hand. I mean, I guess that's fine. That's probably good enough, right? Okay, let's go ahead and start. Oh my gosh, she says her voice line no matter what you do. Okay, so we're gonna get into spiders, and spiders isn't super difficult. So I was thinking of when I was coming home from work today, and for some reason there's some construction. Well, I know the reason. They're redoing the road like outside of my house and like around the corner and stuff. And so when I was trying to get home, like they were diverting people all to the lane that's like across the road from how I turn in to get home. What do we want here? Do we want Talia? This seems fine. But they were diverting people to the other lane. So when I was trying to turn in, they had it like blocked by vehicles. And so I'm like driving by the construction guy because only one lane can go at a time. So when it's finally my turn to go, like I start to go and I'm like blinking to go onto the road that I need to turn into. And the guy just looks at me and shakes his head no. And I'm like, what the heck do you mean no? Like I need to go that way. So I would like, I just like go forward, don't turn left there, and because there's another entrance that I could go, but there's like a median in the way, and but there's no one in the other lane. So when I get to the end of the median, I just like start blinking, and one of the construction guys looks at me and nods. So I'm like, sweet. And I just like pull a quick U-turn and then pull into my house. It was very interesting, but the interaction that I had with the guy who just like shook his head no at me, I was like, there's room. I could go that way. So my first reaction to just feel like, what do you mean I can't go that way? I need to go that way. It's not an option. Do we have a Talia? We can actually get started playing now, huh? So our rock bears are doubled. We don't need to have Talia out to actually evolve her, which is nice. There's a lot of like different abilities with champions where sometimes you need the champion to be on the field to evolve. Sometimes you need it like in your hand. Do you ever need it in your hand actually? That might be a lie. I can't think of any champion that you specifically need in your hand to evolve. But like sometimes the champion needs to be on the field or like see things happen on the field. All of these are pretty useful. The problem with the curator is like he's not gonna have any target to advance. Maybe we just go rock bear. Oh jeez. Well, they get a turn 1 spider. I guess he would have had a target because this would have lived. And I'm summon a Roiling Sands. We don't want to summon that guy because he's just gonna die. Create a random landmark in your hand. Or advance. Oh, we could advance our landmark. That seems like the strat. Okay, so I get to pick. Advance that landmark. So now we got 2 clock dudes. Clocklings. Are you 1 cost? You are 1 cost. Give an ally +1/+1 this round. You summoned a landmark this game. Give it... Now, is it just +3/+1 for this round, or is that permanent? I would assume it's just this round, because otherwise that'd be OP. So let's see what he does. He'll probably attack, and we'll just block. I'm excited to try some of the new champions. I kind of have a grasp as to what the new mechanic is, which the new mechanic is Lurk, because they added Pike and Rek'Sai to the game. And it sounds like it's based off of... It's kind of like Allegiance, where it bases off of, like, if the top card of your deck is Lurk, then you do something, but it only works with other Lurkers. So I wonder how exactly that's all going to play out, because I feel like when you first introduce another mechanic, there's not very many cards that are related to that mechanic, and that mechanic relies on other cards of that same mechanic to actually work. So you need to like put a lot of them in your deck, but if there's not a lot of good versions of that card, then the mechanic might not be that good, right? Do we want to summon one of these guys? I mean, it could be useful to... Because if he summons something, then it'll automatically have vulnerable, although he just summoned a stupid little spiderling, so who cares, I guess. I guess at least this way we can force the spiderling to block one of the clocklings. Although we could save the clockling. Yeah, we saved the clockling. We want to keep our units going as long as possible. Oh no. Yeah, I kind of expected that. So what are we trying to do now? We probably, because we could play both of these, or we could play this. Destroy a landmark. This is going to be really useful. This is going to be really useful against some of the later people, like the scars that have that landmark on the field from the start. That makes them super annoying. If you just destroy it, like, what are they going to do? Just lose the game? Okay, so we have a chance to summon our Clockling. We're not going to be able to block that guy, but that's okay. The real question is, do we want to block all this? Yeah, we probably have to, because, I mean, they're just going to block our Clocklings, right? So, might as well use them to negate the damage now, rather than give them free damage. We could heal this little dude. Clockwork Curator. But we're gonna have two rock bears, right? I have two grumpy rock bears. Which is pretty sweet. And now, do we play this guy to make a Roiling Sands? That means we can't play this person. I could just pass and, like, see what he wants to do. Problem is, passing is always really risky, because then they could just end the turn on you. Which is super awkward. I think summon this guy. Because this guy could easily pick up a kill on what... Okay, this guy summoned a Spiderling. Alright, well... He can't be helped, I suppose. That's the one bad thing about this guy, because he will just summon really weak things. Okay, he's taking no damage. He's actually healing. Unless we play this. Now he's taking damage. That was a good play. Plus our grumpy rock bears are going to be able to deal with a lot. And we don't need to summon that guy. Okay, so we got another one of these, huh? We can play it. And then we might as well grab Talia. Does that level up Talia? Oh yeah, she must be leveled up. And then we could just summon this. Oh, you can only destroy landmarks. Never mind. It would summon a grumpy rock bear, though. We destroyed our own. Like, what do we want more? Two Clocklings and a Curator? Or a Naturalist and a grumpy rock bear? Probably a Naturalist and a grumpy rock bear, right?
Katina, you gotta see this new board.
Little busy now, Sammy. Later.
Oh, the skill is... Okay, that makes sense. So this person can block someone for free, probably. Go like that. Go like that. We could probably just let this guy die. Nah, we might as well take the better blocks. And then just instantly win next round. This fight took us a really long time, but I think we got the grasp of what we're doing with this deck now. What cards do we want to make better, though, is the question. We could summon Talia, but I don't think it's necessary. Because a lot of our best cards here, besides the one that kills landmarks, are summoned by a different card, right? So, what is this? Excuse me? Hello? Timed out? What does that even mean? That's never happened before. What, is the game down? What happened? Something went wrong with the connection. Do I have internet? And we're back with our Lab of Legends run. Hopefully it just cut out for a second there, but for some reason I just couldn't reconnect to the servers for a few minutes, so We had to stop, but now we're back. It let us back on, and we're back at our reward screen, probably right where we should have left off. And we need to pick something to go with Talia. I don't know exactly what to pick. Anivia's kind of around the same cost as Talia, so maybe we don't want that. Ash is always really good, I think, because you get Brittle Steel and you get Ash. So we're gonna go with Ash.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Oh yeah, right. She just says that every single time, huh? I thought that maybe if we got like into the run, she'd stop. Doesn't appear to be the case. We'll hope that we don't get disconnected again. I'm not really sure what happened. Because like I tried logging into League and League still worked fine. It just appeared to be this game that went down. Maybe we'll keep one of these. Acha. Okay, this seems like a pretty good hand. Get to start with this turn 1. What are we looking for? Either this. We don't really need this against Miss Wraiths. So I guess Talia. And then the next turn we could use the Clockling, or the Curator, to instantly summon 2 Clocklings. Or we could use the Rockhopper to just block. Rockhopper would be the only one who could block a Mist Wraith, so let's summon him. That counts as a landmark, right? Yeah.
Out of my way. Oh dear.
Alright, so we could get another one of those. Or we could play that and then play the Curator and then have like a full board. That seems like a pretty good play. We get to predict again. Brittle Steel will be nice. Okay, so we're just filling up the board. And he doesn't have anything. So this is actually going pretty well. We want one of the Clocklings to block, because this guy, if like for some reason he got recalled to our hand, is probably better than a Clockling. Oh no, is he? He costs 1 more, but he actually does something, unlike the Clockling. So it's a tough call. What I was thinking though, what we need to add is we need to add maybe one of the abilities that gives either keywords to all of our allies or something like that. Because we don't have a direct way to like buff Clocklings. We can't make the Clockling card any better. But maybe we can get some abilities that would in turn make it better. We can summon Ash this turn, but we are on the defense right now. We're probably not going to summon Ash this turn then. We could play this to grab a new landmark. What do we get? Oh, it's completely random. Not even based off of anything that we have. Stun the 2 weakest enemies. Summon a copy. Okay. So we want them to attack. And then, how do we want to block this most effectively? Unfortunately, we can't block both. So we could just go like this, and then Shaped Stone another Clockling to be able to block that. And then we could Brittle Steel you, but I think that's not necessary. I think we're fine like this. And then hopefully we'll be able to just deal with the Mist Wraith, or the Wraith Caller next turn. Now, do we want... We probably don't want to play that. Do we want to play Talia? I mean, if we played this, then it would evolve Talia. But we wouldn't get to play Talia this turn. I think Ashe is better this turn. Plus, that means we can... I guess we could have played Brittle Steels the other way as well. Are you kidding me? Doesn't he just lose now? Because we just do this, and he can't really... Oh. Well... He can do that, I suppose. So he survives one more turn. What do we want here? Do we want to just play this? And then Brittle Steel when he attacks? Oh, jeez. We don't want him to do that much damage to us. So I really hope he doesn't have another Mist Wraith. There's not too much I can do. I don't want to play this too badly, so I think we just let him do what he want to be doing. And then I think we actually Brittle Steel both of them. Just so we don't take damage, because we're probably going to win next turn. So we might as well just make sure we don't take damage right now. And then we want to summon Talia. Oh, what the fudge? Oh. I forgot we could use Talia to evolve herself, huh? She's fighting a giant sandworm? But pretty much Talia means that we just win because the Mist Wraith can't block her without losing the game, so... Oh wow, if she goes unblocked, she does 10 damage? That's crazy. What? Leaving a Talia unblocked? I mean, even blocking a Talia... Oh no, it's doing this again. Oh no. Why? How many parts am I gonna have to split this up into? We're back at it again with the Lab of Legends. It's a new day because I just couldn't get it to work the previous day. Their servers must have been having some problems, and by the time it was already working, I was already doing something else. So, anyways, we are getting back into it. We just finished, I don't remember, did we just finish Mist Wraith, I guess? We've only done 2 battles. I think the pretty obvious choice here is to take Ashe with Challenger. Wait, how did we get it to, like, pop up what Challenger does? Oh. I see, I see. Okay, we're taking that.
Every tapestry
begins
begins
with
a single stitch.
She still says her voice line every single time, and it's really loud for whatever reason. Silence 2 enemy units this round. They can't block this round. This card seems crazy, but a little bit expensive. We don't have any abilities that decrease the cost of spells, so I kind of want to take Renekton.
Every tapestry
Please
begins
stop.
with a single stitch.
I hate that it like keeps going no matter what you're doing. I hope that's not everyone, because I don't think it used to do that. I've only noticed it on Talia, but there have been some updates since then. So, could be everyone, which would be annoying. What do we want here? We just want to reroll the entire hand. I kind of want to keep Ashe. Just because having Ashe is going to be really useful. Oh, we start with the 1 cost card, right? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and play this. What else can we get? We could get Talia now. We don't really have that many landmarks, though. I mean, our choice is pretty much Shaman or Talia. Or we could get another one of these, I suppose. All of them are pretty decent. But none of them are, like, really good. I honestly don't know which one to take, so I'm just gonna go with this one. It's kind of like we know that next turn we don't have a very good card coming up. It's a little bit unfortunate. Now we could play both of these and decrease that by 1 so we have some clocklings. He doesn't appear to have any cards though. So we could just... We don't even need to play this guy. We could just see what landmark we can get. We don't need to advance the landmark because it doesn't do anything for us. At the end of this turn, we're just gonna get 2 clocklings anyways. Alright, so there's Talia. Can't really play anything besides the Curator. Wait, when does Countdown go off? Round start. It could be used to counter what he's doing. He's almost certainly going to play a card this turn, right? But it's probably going to be a Mistwraith. And he'll want to block the Clocklings. But we're not going to play any other attacking cards, so we might... Oh. I'm trying to think. Oh wait, no, it's not going to be a Mistwraith. This is Thresh. What am I talking about? Alright, we take our damage then? I'm so confused because it's a completely new day.
The journey ahead is long.
Okay, then we'll play this card. So, assuming he doesn't summon anything else, once this summons something new, we could just obliterate it immediately. Oh. Do we maybe wait then for the Shark Chariot to make its move? Guess we do this. How close is Talia? Revive a random ally. We can't really do anything about that. All of a sudden this card became way worse. I don't know how we're gonna deal with this situation. I guess we'll just let him attack and see what he does. We could very easily do that. And then block the well, I guess this is Thresh, so we don't need to block the Shark Chariot. The Shark Chariot's gonna die on its own, and then this will die as well. Or whatever this summons will die as well. Now the real question here is, do we summon Talia next turn, or do we summon Ash next turn? Do we summon the Clockling, or the Curator now? It would let us draw another card. Wait, what does this mean? Countdown 2-2. Are we gonna draw 2 cards? I think we're supposed to, right? Because we have them doubled? Oh, so ours went off before his went off. Interesting. So now the question is, which champion are we summoning? I feel like Ash is the safest, but Talia just kind of wins, right? Oh, I guess she can't evolve. If she was evolved, she would win. Although, can we play it? We can't play this and Talia. So that's not gonna work. So I guess Ash is the play then.
I will unite the Failure.
Ash will also let us use Brittle Steel. Um.
Stand together.
So now the question is, do we use Shapestone to kill Thresh? He doesn't really have any cards to save Thresh. He could kill Thresh himself. Or we could do it here, right? Does this give +3? Like, that's a win, right? Just do that, and that should be the end of the game, unless he... I mean, he can't really have anything that can save him. Okay. Easy enough. I was gonna say unless he has Withering Wail, but he didn't have enough mana to play Withering Wail.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Every time, huh? This will be really good for evolving Ash. I assume this counts towards Ash. Because it does say Frostbite. Do we have any slow spell or single target spells that we want to copy? This one could be pretty good. But other than that, we have nothing. So I would rather have this just so like by the time we summon Ash, she'll probably be evolved. I am getting real tired of that. Do we take heart? Emperor's Divide could be pretty good as well. I think take heart's really good. Because if one of our clocklings survives an attack, and then we just use take heart on it, then all of a sudden we have a really strong clockling. Okay, so this is pretty good hand so far. I don't think we need either of those. I think we're looking for Ash. Okay. Not what I asked for, but that's how it goes. It seems like a pretty obvious play, Ancient Preparations. Then do we take Brittle Steel? Yeah, I think we take Brittle Steel, even though some, like, his stuff is still gonna get frostbitten. Oh, he doesn't even have any turn one? We're gonna have to probably use the Curator here. Although, no we don't, because he summoned a hare for us. So we could just do nothing because the hare is going to block. Now the question, I don't want to Brittle Steel that. That's stupid. Skip block. Then we could summon this dude, Rockhopper. And then our next turn is going to be really good because that guy's going to get frostbitten. Whatever he summons is going to get vulnerable. And we got the 2 clocklings. We almost don't even have a play here. Is the sad part. I feel like we grab another landmark. At least it was a 2-cost landmark. So he's gonna play something and it's gonna get vulnerable. So I'm okay with him playing something. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. But we could attack with both of the clocklings and Brittle Steel this guy and kill him. Oh, we don't have any mana because I'm dumb. Okay, is that still worth it though? I think it's fine. We need to hurry up and draw something useful. Either Ash or something. Rock Bear's not really what I was thinking of. The Clockling can kill the Elnook with Shaped Stone. So we could just summon Rock Bear. This only works on 3 or less health? Yeah. So I guess we summon Rock Bear. Frumpy Rock Bear. It's a pretty great name for a card. Why is he attacking with this? So we use Shaped Stone to pick up the kill. Unless he has an Elixir of Iron, which then I just couldn't have done anything about it. Then we should get to draw some cards. Oh, that's not the draw one, huh? Ah. Oh no. Well, that seemed kind of wasteful. We still don't have anything good going for us, so I guess we summon Rockhopper? Okay, that's good. So we could kill that guy pretty easily. And then we could summon the Curator. And use it to summon Grumpy Rock Bear. Oh, it's 2 Grumpy Rock Bears. Now you got a problem. No, don't do that. Okay, I guess the Curator is gonna go try and kill the wolf. The Curator's doing that. And then we could always Brittle Steel. But we probably won't need to. If he hits one of these, then we'll just use Take Heart on it. Okay, I think we're doing very well this one. We still don't have anything that great, though. So, this is going to be an easy block by this guy with Take Heart. Other than that, I don't really have a play. Except wait for him to attack, so we will wait for... Oh, he gets to grab the rabbit. Not great. It's gonna hurt pretty bad. Alright, fair enough. That's pretty painful. We will use this so we can draw a card. Gives us Talia. This will be good because Talia's gonna evolve. Oh, I don't want to copy any landmarks though. I mean, it'll just disappear, right? The copy is going to disappear. And not Talia disappear. If Talia disappears, I'll be really upset. Because, like, there's not enough room for both of them. Okay. So, I think we attack with everything. And then we'll take heart on this guy when he decides where he's going to block. But Talia's going to do a bunch of damage. Oh, he has take heart as well. He has double take heart? That's not good. Does Talia still kill him? No. But we still win, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Can't believe he just was sitting on 2 take hearts. Oh hey, we granted 2 enemies vulnerable. Amazing. And we got some new rewards. Okay, I think this run is going pretty well.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
God. Plunder. I transform into Stormclaw. Unfortunately, him having an ephemeral copy isn't that good. Because it's very unlikely. Although, I wonder if... What does transform mean? Would if I did play this with the Plunder bonus, both of them would transform into the Stormclaw Ursine, right? But would the Stormclaw Ursine of the ephemeral one be ephemeral? Probably, because it's transforming. And not, like, changing into... I don't know how they would word it differently, so I can't tell you if that's good or not, actually. Kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems to give all... And that's not really what we want. -1 cost Nasus could be cool. Reroll could also be cool. I feel like this guy could be really good. I'm curious if how the Plunder effect would work, but also playing him without the plunder effect would be pretty good as well. Let's go with this guy.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Oh my goodness. We could make this free. Or we could make Take Heart. I don't really care about this card very much. I almost want to reroll.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Could you please stop? We could make this free. Or we could give Talia a Phage. I don't think we want our Ashe to ever die, so I don't think that's a good strategy. Both is good, because we start with this card guaranteed. We don't really have that many cards we'd be playing turn 1. But we would be able to save a single spell mana. But like, what are we saving the spell mana for, right? Like, nothing really. Our deck doesn't have that many spells. I think Talia was
Every
bait.
tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Getting so tired of that Talia voice line. Okay, we don't need these Take Hearts. What are we looking for? Maybe the Curator? This is fine. Okay, so we want this card because it will let us remove their landmark. That is super annoying.
I've got these.
So come turn 4, we might actually be able to make like a big play.
Fight or die.
Big oof. At least we could use this to block it.
I can ride it.
It is gonna hurt though.
I will run you over.
I think we're in a good spot right now though. Next turn we'll be able to destroy their landmark. We got our 2 Clocklings now. We have this card, so we could kill that. Although we can't play anything this turn, except for Unraveled Earth. So I guess we just go in with the Clocklings.
I'm ready.
She'll block. Question is, do we even bother? Because she's gonna be frostbitten next turn anyways. So I almost think we don't bother killing her.
Worthy of the winter.
Is that vulnerable forever? Yeah, it is. And then I think we just pass, I guess? So we get some spell mana so we can use these few cards. Who does this? Does this do the weakest enemy? No, the strongest enemy. So she'll be frostbitten next turn. Although he's got a lot of stuff. So do we just play her right now? I think that's a good play.
Today I am feeling great.
We don't get the Grumpy Rock Bear, but we remove their entire mechanic essentially. The Scars no longer have an ability pretty much. Now the question here is, obviously that seems like a good play. Do we do this and then use either Brittle Steel or Shaped Stone? Ashe is almost evolved, so if we use Brittle Steel here, she'll evolve next turn. He's still acting like saving his cards actually helps him. Now we could play Shaped Stone here as well. To make sure that one of these dies. But it kind of doesn't matter. Like, we made him use a whole bunch of cards for almost no benefit. Okay, so now Ashe evolves. Aaliyah's not even close to evolving, but we could get her really close by playing Unraveled Earth. Gee. He's got it all figured out, huh? So if we attack with everything here, I'm gonna frostbite that guy over there. We'll be able to pull him in. And then are we just gonna use shaped stone to make sure that guy dies? I think we'll do that, make sure that guy dies. And then we'll still have brittle steel, depending on what he does here.
Survival through savagery.
We don't need to save... Do we save one of these guys? I don't think we need to. I think we let it go. And then we just play this at some point. If we play this next turn with Talia, then Talia should evolve. We also have Crystal Arrow.
Avarosians have grown weak. Do not mistake mercy for weakness.
How do we want to do this? I think we just play this. We'll let them attack. Oh, they don't want to attack, apparently.
If I stumble, I have the earth to catch me. Together,
Okay, so this
we are
lets Talia
stronger than
evolve.
stone, faster than the wind. Call the weak in fire.
Oh, they are still attacking, huh? Talia could block that. And then she'll just get frostbitten next turn.
You're ruining everything.
I think we could also just Crystal Arrow next turn and win. How do I want to do this? I think I just Crystal Arrow. We don't even need to Crystal Arrow, do we? Because enemies with 0 power can't block. When Ash attacks, that person won't be able to block. This should be lethal? Yeah. Talia's gonna deal 12 damage here. Alright, that went well.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
What the? The time has come. Summon a Clockling. We predicted this game. Summon 2 instead. Seems interesting. Get an empty mana gem. That also seems pretty good. How do we play this? It costs 2 less for each strat. We don't have any of those, so that one's not going to help us. This could be really good for our deck, maybe. Because we don't spend a lot of our spell mana. And I feel like 2 Clocklings is not worth 5 mana. So we're taking that.
Every tapestry
Oh my
begins
God.
with a single stitch.
Making this cost less. Oh, making this guy cost less. Ooh, this is a tough one. This card becomes really, really powerful at only 2 cost. This guy also becomes really powerful at only 3 cost. That's a really tough call, huh? We don't have a whole lot of cards that we're playing around 3 cost. So this seems really good. But this is also really good. Oh, come on. Why do they give me an option like this? What's going to be more useful? I feel like this is going to be more useful for helping us win battles quickly.
Every tapestry
I don't know
begins
if that
with
was
a
right or
single
not.
stitch.
Both is really good. Just getting that empty mana gem could like propel us forward. We don't actually need this card because we start with one. I want to try playing this guy with the plunder bonus and see what happens. So we play this. Good time to grab Ash. Yeah. So, do I just... I mean, I might as well... No, we could save the spell mana just in case we draw. Just in case we draw that one card that we... The one that gives us an empty mana gem. So here we could test this plunder theory. Obviously, I think it'd be better to summon him first and attack with both of them. But I really want to know if the Storm Ursine that it evolves into is ephemeral or not. Well, let's try it. It is ephemeral. Dang. Okay, now we know for the future, though.
United, nothing can stop us.
And what do we want here? Well, we could do that for more clocklings. Other allies with 5+ power have overwhelmed. That's really good for Ash. We're gonna play Ash here.
Unite the Freljord.
Yeah, he doesn't want to attack into this because he can't get over the Storm Ursine. Now, we don't really have a great play. I feel like the Shaman is our only play. But we should probably attack before we even worry about that. This is gonna be a lot of damage. What happened? I don't know why I got stuck there like that. How close are you? Really? That sucks.
Let the flames take.
Jesus. Alright, now we're in an interesting position. Think we summon the Shaman?
The calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Hopefully this can't target the same person as our effect. Yeah, okay, good.
Seize what's ours.
We need to kill that thing, but I don't think we can. Ah, jeez. We're in a really bad spot now. He's gonna pull the Shaman here. I feel like we just lost. I don't know, we're in a terrible position. So we can't really evolve Thalia, which is what we need. I think we play this, let them attack with Sejuani. Oh, we could get Ash again, which is actually what we need.
Ride onward.
That's gonna hurt, but again, if we beat Sejuani, we get full health back, so... It's okay, I guess. All of my clocklings are gonna be dead. I think I summoned Thalia.
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
Copy
and
that.
on the ground.
And we end our turn, everything takes 1. I guess his Nexus takes 1 too, so that's not that great for him. So now... we do get to evolve Ash.
Avarosa
If we can win this turn, then it won't be that bad. which hopefully we'll be able to win this turn.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Uh-oh. That's not great. Really. I don't have Shaped Earth, so I guess I can't do anything about that. Dang.
Beautify the tribes.
Do we summon one of the curators then and summon a whole bunch of clocklings and just trying to overwhelm them? That seems like a pretty decent play. Just try and beat him with sheer numbers. Oh no. Well, that kind of ruins that play, I think. Yeah, I mean, it felt like a pretty good play, but this guy had 3 frostbites in his hand that he could all play this turn. I guess I just can't do anything. Oh no, and one of the clocklings got eaten up. Oh jeez. He didn't even deal damage this turn. That card is so dumb. What do we do here? I mean, he's gonna die to this card if he keeps this up. So we could just frostbite him. Make his play worse. And just like stall him out till he dies to his own card. Got Take Heart, that's pretty good. So if we Take Heart Talia here, then she'll live.
Well fought.
Let's see if we can get a landmark. Reduce the cost of a random card in each player's hand to 0. Oof. What is this? Grant an ally +3/+3 and overwhelm. Interesting. Create 2 random celestial cards that cost 3 or less in hand. We don't want to do this because I think that lets him get back into the game. We could use Star-Tipped Peak. Just put it on top of one of our clocklings. Then we could still summon the Curator and get that immediately. Oh, now he's gonna kill himself even faster. That's gonna kill Talia, though. Dang. I think we don't do anything. This is an interesting play, but doesn't it mean that we win? Don't I just attack? Unless he has a frostbite, I guess. But like, unless he can win this turn, then he loses. But yeah, we won. Okay. That was a weird battle. I was just thinking about it. If I'm gonna combine those first 2 with this one, this video is gonna end up being really long, huh? I guess that's probably just how it's gonna be. Stop. Do we want to heal our Nexus or do we want some Vanguard Lookouts? Vanguard Lookouts could be really good with Take Heart. Sure, give me the Vanguard Lookouts.
Begins with a single stitch.
Steric's Gauge on Ash or Renekton? Or Talia. Or Spell Shield. Could also be good. How does Fury work when I kill a unit? Does Threaded Volley count as killing a unit? I doubt it. I don't know, because Threaded Volley is a skill. So when you kill someone with a skill, does that count as killing them? Or does that count as you killing them? Or does that count as a separate effect killing them? I don't know. I think we give Ash a Spell Shield.
Every
Because
tapestry
these next guys are
begins
going to
with a
have
single
lots
stitch.
of spells that they can cast to deal damage. Okay, I don't think we want either the Talias or that. So, more Take Heart probably. We might as well attack, right? We can't play Take Heart next turn, though. So maybe we don't attack.
You there.
I think that we just need to lay some damage down on him. Okay, there's Ash. Probably a good time for the Grumpy Rock Bear.
Anything helps. Good haul today, was it?
Oh, Jesus. So we're gonna want to make this play, actually like this and like this. Oh boy, we're getting overrun already. Hopefully the Ursine Spirit Walker can help us. Are we even gonna be able to play the Ursine Spirit Walker? Hold up. Yeah, there's 2 spots for him. We're already drawing buff caps. Come on, we have less than a third chance to draw a puff cap and we drew 2 of them. Now if we played the Curator instead, we could get 2 Rock Bears this turn. We gotta play the Curator, right? Because then we just have like a ridiculous play going. Of course he has this card. It's so obnoxious because that ruins our entire play. I'm still gonna just all out attack.
Don't be calling no enforcers.
Alright, at least we got rid of a lot of his stuff, but like he always has the perfect play. I hate this guy and the next guy. Just because like their decks are designed to be annoying and unfun to play against. Could play this. But also heal our Nexus. Probably just gonna block and use Take Heart though, and then another Hibernating Rock Bear. Then we'll summon Ash next turn, I suppose. So let's see what he does. Well, I guess he's gonna get some damage because I can't summon that many cards. So we'll block with this, use Take Heart. Now we could either summon the Ursine Spirit Walker or Ash. Probably Ash, though.
I will unite the Failure.
That breaks my spell shield, right? This is what I mean. He always has the perfect card. There was not a card that was more perfect for countering Ash being played there.
Ambrosians, stand together.
So that guy's getting killed. And then we still have a Brittle Steel to save the big rock bear.
I'll lead us to victory.
Oof. So I guess we're saving this guy right here. Alright, we're about to have some more rock bears.
They mum still like a yodeling uniform.
Do we summon Renekton? Trying to think. I think Renekton's a good play. Then I can't play any. I think we should let them attack first.
First one's free.
Okay, that was kind of a misplay on his part. Can't play any defensive cards though on his attack, really. Although I could just Crystal Arrow him right now.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
And then we could still play Renekton. And he won't be attacking. Okay, now Renekton comes out, and then next turn our field is going to be really powerful. So we could play her. We'll probably play her. Oh my god. 3? Do we even have? We still don't even have as many puff caps as we have cards, so getting 3 is virtually impossible. But now we can at least get rid of that card. Because our hand is so full that we don't want to draw 2 cards anymore, so we just want him to stop playing cards, essentially. But we'll play that at the end of the turn, I think. I think we're just going to start by attacking.
Ambrosians, stand together.
And seeing how he reacts. So things with 0 attack can't block.
Maybe you need a closer look.
He's killing Ash. And he's killing the rock bear. If we use Take Heart on the big rock bear, then we can't play a cold resistance. But we We can play Ash's Flash Freeze. Then we won't be able to play this. Ah, this sucks. Man, I think we're okay with that Rock Bear dying. Kind of want to save the big Rock Bear because we're pretty invested into him. And we kind of want to save Ash. So we're pretty invested in her as well. But he probably just has more cards to kill stuff. So I think I only save one card. And I think the card that I save is the big Rock Bear, because then I'll have another Ash in hand to play. That, or I could make... Oh, Renekton can't take heart. I lied. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll let them kill Ash, I suppose. We could play another Ash again next turn. Or we could play it this turn, but I don't really want to play it again this turn.
No one knows these streets like me.
I would rather play her, destroy that.
Today, I am feeling great.
Two lefts, then a right.
Really Mystic Shotting me? What a jerk. We might play Cold Resistance this turn just to heal up our Nexus a little bit. Who wants to block this guy? This regular Grumpy Rock Bear could do it. With Cold Resistance. And then next turn we could just play like this and Ash maybe? He's gonna run out of cards because he's not drawing 2 cards every turn now. Okay, so I think we play the Earth Sign, or do we play Ash? I think Ash is better. Ash will let us challenge that guy too, so we can get rid of his elusive. 2 damage, huh? Could just use this immediately, make sure he stays alive. Do you think we can win this turn? So Renekton has Overwhelm. And when Ash attacks, that guy will get frozen. We can't play this if I want to attack right away, because it won't work. I'll still get the block before they freeze, I think. Actually, no, they won't, because it's a burst. That should work. I'm pretty sure we just play all the bursts. We go like this. Play this. And that. How much? Do we still need to play freeze? No, we don't even need to play Ash's flash freeze, so. We'll pull this guy over to Renekton. And that should be an easy kill. Renekton will also evolve, but still lethal. Oh, I should have played, in response, I should have played, that card that could heal me. Dang it. That was a mistake. I could have had 3 more health. Well, hopefully we don't just barely lose, because then I'll be pretty upset. We don't want any of these.
Every tapestry begins
Okay,
with a
here we
single
go.
stitch.
Now I think is our opportunity to take this. I mean, this is also good, but this is gonna be
Every
it.
tapestry
It
begins
offered it
with
to
a
me
single
twice. I gotta
stitch.
take it the second time. So now we can get an empty mana gem for the cost of 2 mana. Alright, we don't want like any of this except for Ash, I think. Oof. So he usually doesn't have a great turn 1 play. So I'm gonna let him play something if he has something. Well, I don't really want any of these. I guess Renekton, if anything. I probably should have taken Take Heart. He doesn't want to just block, huh? Good thing it summons the turret first and then it frostbites. Okay, so now could be the time that we play that. We don't really need blockers. So this might be it. Maybe we'll wait for them to attack. Oh, he didn't even attack. It doesn't matter because we got it all as spell mana. So it's not like it was bad for us to just pass there. Now we're in an awkward spot where we have essentially no cards to play. We might as well just all-out attack. And then we'll use cold resistance on someone to heal them up. Or to save them like this. This is an unfortunate battle, but it's an acceptable loss. Oh, that's permanent as well? Interesting. I can't play any of this stuff, or I don't want to. I don't want to play the curators unless they're actually doing something.
Excuse me?
Big oof. Oh gosh. You go there. You're gonna live, so you go there. You go there, and then we'll just take 2 damage. 3 damage? Oh, because he's hit me with that. Fair. And that's gonna open us up to summoning Ash now.
All the world on one.
And then we can finally get started on winning.
Hope that's all right.
Can't really use our last mana for anything, or at least it doesn't help us. It would make Ash evolve, but she's gonna evolve on her attack either way. That time it summoned the turret after the... Very inconsistent. So we could play this and 2 curators, or we could just play Renekton. I feel like I want Renekton. And then we'll play Rock Bearers at the end of the turn. Okay, so I don't know who Ash is actually going to freeze. That guy. Means that guy is gonna try and kill Renekton. She's going to evolve, and then no one... But this guy needs to die before he plays a spell, a 6-cost spell, and becomes stupid. And we can save Renekton with Ash's Flash Freeze. Yeah, that should be good. And now we got Crystal Arrow, so maybe we can win next time we get to attack with Crystal Arrow. Oh, he's not even doing anything. We don't have to save Renekton. Although he might have something to like do 2 damage to Renekton, but I'm not gonna waste any cards right now just to make sure Renekton doesn't take 2 damage. Oof, his field is very difficult to get through. Should we just let him attack? So we go here like that. And then we're gonna need Ash's Flash Freeze for Renekton to live here. And then Ash is gonna block that guy. You're gonna block that guy. And then we'll use Ash's Flash Freeze. Still taking 4 damage, but that's how it goes. And then we'll play a Curator at the end of this turn, summon both Rock Bears. And then we could probably just play you. As well, and then just Crystal Arrow next turn.
Today I am feeling great.
Do we have to wait to Crystal Arrow? Not really. Because Ash's attack will just frostbite whoever else is here. Progress Day. No, do you just lose for playing that? I think you just lose because you can't summon any defenders. There's Talia. And we just all out attack. And use Take Heart on Ash. That should be lethal. I don't think we even needed to Take Heart, but... Renekton evolves after the game's over. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I feel like we got high potential to beat Victor here. This one's gonna be so long though. Ooh, 3-cost Ash? Yes, please.
Every tapestry begins with a single
Now we just
stitch.
play Ash a turn even earlier. Of course that means she's gonna have less progress to her evolving. Right now it was lining up really well where on her attack, when we summoned her, she was actually evolving on that turn. Not gonna work like that anymore, but I think we'll be okay. Do we keep both of these? I think so. Oof, no Ash though, huh? I think I attack. Oh, there's Ash. I think I attack right away just because he's definitely gonna have a card that's stronger than both of these guys. Yeah, that guy. That guy's pretty freaking strong. Okay, what can we get next, though? I guess the Curator for the Rock Bear? Or to summon more Clocklings.
You know what my future is?
Oof.
Glorious.
We go, I think we start the Rock Bear play, because either one of these guys can just block what that guy's doing. We started with such low health, though. It's a little bit concerning. We're just gonna keep up our advantage the best we can. Okay, so Ash is getting summoned here.
I will unite the Freljord.
We spell shield that, though. And now we can actually start killing stuff.
Amarosans, stand together.
That guy's gonna get frostbitten, and then we'll pull over the stronger one. Okay, we got a pretty good advantage at the moment. Because Ash is already set up. Although, we need to lose one of these guys if we want the Rock Bear to actually be able to do something. So we have to, like, death block with something. We don't need to play anything. We just let Victor attack. He'll definitely attack, I think. Although, yeah, he'll attack with quick attack. There's no way he's not going to. So we'll just sacrifice this guy to Victor. Victor doesn't have Overwhelm, so that's good. And then this guy will also win that fight. And now we'll get 2 Rock Bears. We just end our turn like this. Get 2 Rock Bears, and then just full attack. Ash will evolve.
My aim is true.
We actually put the Crystal Arrow in our deck before we drew, so I think we draw the Crystal Arrow then, right? Does that mean we win this turn? We can just attack. Is that enough damage? No. It's just barely short. I think I kill Victor then. Okay, we should... This looks like a pretty good round here. I don't think they could do much just because we'll just keep them locked down and frostbitten every single turn. This is looking pretty good. Okay, he does have an elusive.
You'd only know meow when I was all feline.
Do we just Crystal Arrow and make sure he doesn't have any play? Because we're not going to need the Crystal Arrow next turn. We should just be able to win easily next turn. Can anything kill this person? I guess Ash. Oh, it's elusive. Wait, you get keywords of allies that aren't attacking? I knew that she got keywords of her allies. I just thought they had to be attacking with her. I mean, it makes sense. It doesn't say that, but... You know, I just thought. It's only 2 damage, though. So I think we just pass. Just pass and win. On Ash's attack. They can't block anything. Should be an easy win. We could always take hard if we needed to, but... There we go! We did it as Talia. First try. Even with all the disconnecting after the first 2 games. Hopefully we'll get it all cut up into one video. It's gonna be a long one though. It's gonna be like an hour and a half, hour and 40 almost. We'll see how much of those first 2 I can actually cut out because a lot of it was troubleshooting. But anyways, we finished Talia. I think next time we might be looking at, since we've tried, like we tried Heimerdinger and we tried Azir, I think we might go through these first and try all the new ones. We'll get to try the new champions. We might start with the old champions, but new runs. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.